Ranking the best safeties in Madden 24. We are back here with another tier list update. Today I'm going to be updating safeties. Now right before we do go ahead and get into the new cards though, we do have to re-rank the old cards. I am keeping Isaiah Simmons in this S tier. I am dropping everyone else down a singular tier. And this is what the tier list is looking like before we get into the new cards. And first up right here, we actually got a team captain update. Eric Berry is up to an 89 overall with 87 speed, 88 acceleration, has 86 man, 89 zone coverage, 6 foot height, gets every single team chem, so on a full team could beat 89 speed. What I think is kind of annoying though, he can't get like a pick artist or anything like that, or any great abilities. I'm gonna go ahead and slightly have him in the A tier right here. I think he's a really good safety in the game. And now we're gonna cover some slightly lower overalls. First up, we got is Xavier McKinney with only 78 speed. Like, I know speed isn't the end all be all, but 78 is just literally unusable. So for sure, Xavier McKinney going in the F tier. After that, we get Rayshawn Jenkins, that usually actually has speed, and he's 6'1", usually a nice budget user, but now 6'1", 80 speed. Again, like, it's not even really worth to look at the coverage or anything, because that speed at this point is just not usable, going F tier. After that, we get Russ Yeast right here with 82 speed this time, 5'10" height with 75 man, 77 zone. Again, just the physical stats at this point are just too low. Josh Yeast gonna go in this F tier. And right after that, we get Josh Metellus with 84 speed, 85 acceleration. So we're actually starting to get some decent physical stats with 5'11" height, but has no coverage. The physical stats not the worst thing in the world, maybe a nice little budget user on a theme team, but the coverage stats are just awful. So for me, he's also going F. And right after that though, we do get Rudy Ford with 85 speed, 87 acceleration, 5'11" height. He has 79 man, 77 zone coverage. With the coach track card, can get the man coverage up to 80, and he has play ball and air balance, no real great abilities or anything. I actually kind of like this card. For me, I kind of want to put him D. This is gonna sound bad, but right now we don't even really have that many safeties that are actually like in like D through S. He is like top end of like F tier in like a sense of like Tyson Anderson, Lewis Scene. Like, he's like a really nice budget option. Safety was just at a point where there's definitely like a major difference between like top options. And right after that, we get Kareem Jackson with 85 speed, 86 acceleration, has 83 man, 78 zone, 5'10" height, and once again, play ball and air balance. I think the same thing of Kareem Jackson as the card we just covered. They are going literally right by each other for me. And right after that, we get Jabril Peppers with 85 speed, has 80 play rec, 5'11" height, and 87 zone coverage. So it's the threshold on all Madden for zone coverage, and has some decent block shit, impact blocking, for safety, play ball and air balance. For me, Jabril Peppers is actually going to go ahead and make this D tier, kind of similar to Deshaun Elliott. I kind of even like him a little bit more, but he makes this D tier for me. And after that, we get Tre'von Moehrig right here with 87 speed, 87 acceleration. He's 6'1", 202, 77 man, 81 zone. Also has 85 play rec. Now, when we just take a look at like his stats in general, not great from a coverage sense. I think he's actually a really good user in the game, and he does have play ball and air aggressive. Now, if we take a look at his abilities right here, again, can't get the pick artist, but for me, I like this card a lot as a user. For that reason, that is why I'm putting him C tier. It is strictly based off user value. Now right after that, we got Hufanga right here with 87 speed, 85 acceleration, 6 foot height, 84 play rec this time with 87 zone coverage, 79 man. So you can get the man coverage up to 80 as well. And again, he hits that all Madden threshold for zone coverage. And this time he does have play ball and air conservative, which I really don't love. But for me, Hufanga is going to go ahead once again, make this C tier. I think he's pretty similar to Tre'von Moehrig. Honestly, a little bit better of a coverage player. And now right after that, we get Paul Krause's first card of the video with 86 speed, 85 acceleration. He is 6'3" with 83 play rec. He has 89 zone coverage, which with the coach track card, you can actually get that up to 90, which is the threshold on all pro. And he has play ball and air aggressive. I actually like this Paul Krause card for a budget option. For me, I am once again actually going to have him in the C tier. I like the thresholds he hits. I'm going to put him C. And right after that, we get Troy P with 86 speed, 83 play rec, and hits 85 man and 85 zone. So hits both thresholds on all Madden with this card. 5'10" height, and has play ball and air aggressive. This is actually a really good budget card. Again, I'm putting him right by this Paul Krause. Think he is really, really solid. And now right after that, we get Malik Hooker with 87 speed, 89 acceleration, 6'1" again this time, 87 zone coverage, hits the threshold on all Madden, and you can get the man coverage up to 80 with the coach track card. So for me, Malik Hooker is going to be yet again another person that goes in the C tier. He can be more top end as well, but I don't quite think he's B tier. And right after that, we get Jalen Petrie with 88 speed, 90 acceleration. You could potentially get the zone coverage up to 85. It's a card that really depends, because if you're able to get the zone coverage up to 85 and you only run zone, I think he's fine on all Madden. Also 75 man coverage as well. He actually is going to be someone that's just ever so slightly makes this B tier for me. I really like the card. I like him as a user as well, and he just like I could see the argument for C because his man coverage is really low, but I like the speed, I like the height. I don't know, he's in a rough spot for me. I could either see like bottom end the B or top end the C. And now after that we get Paul Krause with 88 speed, 87 acceleration, 6'3" as well with 93 zone coverage, and again play ball and air aggressive. Now what I think is the big thing on him is the fact that he gets this deep out zone KO ability, which if we just click on this, right, 2 people in the game right now that can get it. So in a zone coverage based defense that you want to run some KOs with, I think this is really valuable. It is just so scheme specific. If you ask him to play man coverage, I just think you're not using him right. For me, Paul Krause, he is an S tier player. It's just, you got to use them right. Isaiah Simmons is very borderline right now. Isaiah Simmons might come down into A based on the cards we have. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts because I still think Isaiah Simmons is so good. Based on the cards we have, I think he has to. And honestly, the person that kind of takes a Simmons spot for me is Isaiah Palomau right here. Potentially free card you could get with the MCS. I know a lot of people had issues tracking their Twitch drops, but Isaiah Palomau is 6'4", 89 speed, 88 acceleration, has 82 play rec with 90 zone coverage, hits the threshold on all pro and all Madden, and 88 man, so he can really do it all. And also has play ball and air aggressive. Now for his abilities, can get flat zone, can get pick guards, can get deep end zone KO or mid zone KO. For me, there's no doubt about it. I think Isaiah Palomau is for sure in this S tier, probably the best safety in the game. And right after that we get Troy Polamalu with 89 speed. He's 5'10", 87 play rec though, 90 man, 90 zone. I love this Troy P card. Also, again, play ball and air aggressive, and for his abilities this time, he can go ahead. Potentially, if you want to run acrobat, you could give it a go. I didn't really like it this year. Can get pick artist, medium route KO, short route, deep in, mid zone. Can get a bunch of great abilities in this game. For me, there's no doubt about it. Troy P is also S tier for me. I don't see a world where Troy P can drop because that 90 man, 90 zone is just so uncommon. And after that, we get Derwin James. That is 6'2", 89 speed, 89 acceleration, 88 man coverage, 92 zone coverage. Has play ball and air aggressive as well. And what I think is really valuable about the card is the fact that he could potentially get unstoppable deep end zone KO, which is slightly hard to activate, force 3 incompletions or TFLs, but you could potentially get a free deep end zone KO if you get this. I think that is just so valuable. And besides that, he can get pick artist, mid zone, flat zone, also deep end zone KO. For me, I also think Derwin James is an S tier safety. I don't care. He is S tier to me. I think he's better in the box than some of these guys, minus all Isaiah Palomau. For sure, I think he's still S tier. And right after that, we get Budda Baker with 89 speed. He's 5'10", 90 acceleration, 87 man, 90 zone coverage, block shed and impact blocking, not really there as well. And he does have play ball and air aggressive. Now for Budda Baker's abilities this time, can't get pick artist. So for me, he is just ever so slightly worse than Troy P. I'm putting Budda Baker in the A tier. It's so close between him and Troy P. Like, I honestly think Isaiah Simmons might be a little bit better than him too. It just really depends how you value height. And I do think height is really important. And Isaiah Simmons, I keep wanting to keep putting him S tier, but I think these four are slightly better now. And right after that, we get Amani Hooker with 90 speed this time. They did change his stats, 92 acceleration. So he has 90 speed, 5'11" height, 87 man, 92 zone. He's still in such a weird spot for me. It made it more clear to me when he only had 89 speed where he's at. Him hitting 90 speed now is just tough, man. It's either, for me, he's top end of A or he's bottom end S. The person I'm comparing him to is Troy P. He has 1 speed on Troy P. Troy P has more man coverage. I think Amani Hooker just slightly misses the S tier for me. I like Troy P more still. He is top end of this A tier. If you want to argue S, I can see it. And now the final card of the video, didn't know if I should cover him or not, but we're about to get him really soon, is Jron Curse, the compass reward with 90 speed again, 6'4" height, 87 play rec, 86 man, 93 zone. So he's basically like Amani Hooker, but he has the height, and it's like Isaiah Simmons, but a little bit faster and also like more man and zone, and also has play ball and air aggressive. Now for his abilities right here, he can also get that deep out zone KO ability, can get pick artist as well. I really like this Jron Curse card. I think even by the time we get him, I think he's still going to be S tier. This is what my updated safety tier list is looking like in Madden 24. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Who do you think should go up? Who do you think should come down? And if you guys did enjoy this video though, you enjoy content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Stay up to date with the best cards in Madden. Now if you guys want to watch me use some of these cards live, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with the follow. We have been grinding the streams over there, so I greatly appreciate that. Now, if you do not feel like heading over to Twitch though and you want another video to watch, check this one out right here. I ranked the best most feared part 2 cards in Madden 24.